welcome back to another video, guys. In this video, which will be just to explain how to access the content of the Digital Deluxe Edition very fast. Yes, I'm going to show you how to access them all within 10 minutes. The reason I'm making this is because when I was looking into the Deluxe Edition myself, I viewed a few guides out there, and all they say to access this stuff, they all just say play the game. Yes, I literally just say play the game to get this stuff. But there's a very specific way to get it all very fast, and that's exactly what I want to show you guys, because some of this stuff is quite overpowered to begin with. So you start a game, you go through all the settings, obviously, and you need to make your way through the prologue. The prologue area is only a one-time appearance thing. Once you get to sort of mini-boss at the end of the prologue, you'll either die, probably likely if it's your first time playing. Don't worry, I don't judge. But if you beat him, then you'll just carry on with sort of biome afterwards. But yeah, if you do die during the little mini boss at the end of this, all that happen is you'll restart a cycle, and the prologue will be gone, and you'll just play through the biome as normal as you would in the game. The scout logs that you find, this is a friendly piece of advice, the scout logs you find throughout the prologue, there's two of them, number 1 and number 3. Make sure you pick them up, because if you do not pick them up, they do spawn later in other rooms, but the rooms they spawn in after the prologue are quite rare appearances, so you want to make sure you get them in the prologue. Say, oh, I fixed spawn in the prologue. So make your way to the mini boss. Like I say, either die to him or beat him, and then push him forward a bit more, and eventually you'll come to this room here. After the prologue, this room is literally about a minute into the game, because it will always be within the first sort of 5 rooms that spawn when you start at the ship. And you can just run straight here, and there will always be something in this room. It will be a weapon, or a container, or it will be a fabricator. Now this is the first weapon you'll find here. It is the carbine. That's the first weapon you find. It's a story weapon. You get a pistol, but you get that weapon here. Then once you got that, you come back here again, so you can just restart a cycle, grab the carbine, restart a cycle, and then run back down here. So we're here again. And now we get the Hollow Seeker. This is the second weapon, well, the first weapon in the Digital Deluxe Edition. So this is one of the weapons you get, and normally you cannot get this weapon until biome 2. So you get this a good few hours earlier, depending if you're going like a normal speed. Once you've got that one, we start a cycle again, come back to the same room. So just keep pushing forward until you come to this room again. There you go, it's 3 rooms in there. And now you'll get the Electro Pylon Driver. You have to get the weapon before to make the next weapon spawn, otherwise that weapon will just keep spawning. Scan it, and there you go, Electro Pylon Driver. Now this weapon is kind of overpowered, guys, because what it will do, it lobs like a tether on an enemy, and it will stay there on the enemy for a few seconds, depending on duration, depending on what level it is. And that will damage the enemy over time. So you can just lob on an enemy, then run behind cover, and it will damage them just like that, as you see. Very good weapon, and you don't normally get that weapon until biome 4. So that's probably the best thing about the Digital Deluxe Edition, because you can get that in biome 1. Now the items which you get, this is where you find them. So eventually you'll get to sort of hub area once you're about halfway through the biome, and just on the right here there'll be a little sort of pedestal, and as you see, the first thing you get is a reflex stimulant. That's not too great. It's a one-time use, and once you've used it you cannot get it again. It's just one-time use. And then on another cycle, come back here again, and then it'll be the second item from the DLC. So it's 2 weapons and 3 items in the Digital Deluxe Edition. This is the second item, the Adrenaline Enhancer. That one's quite good, because it makes it so you take 1 additional hit before adrenaline level drops. Normally it's only 1 hit, and then it knocks your adrenaline right down. So being able to take another hit is quite good. So that's the second item, and the third item is this one, guys. The Pulsating Mass. Attaching or detaching parasites improves your max integrity. Now I can't recall exactly how much. It may be 2%, about 2% it improves. It's not a great deal. But that one before it, Adrenaline Enhancer / Booster, as it's named on the PSN page. That's probably the best one. But like I say, them items only spawn once. Once you got them and you die, they're gone forever. And the weapons, once you've unlocked them, you'll always find them in containers. Then going forward, obviously a bit random. But good thing to know is the only weapons that you've scanned, they're the only weapons that will appear in containers. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope it helped, and catch you on the next one.